Thank you. I'd just like to say, I think giving this speech is scarier than swimming in the Olympic Games. I'd like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to the MSU Hall of Fame Selection Committee for this great honor. I'm humbled and honored for this acknowledgement. I'd like to acknowledge the members of my family that are here tonight, especially my nephew and his wife. They are both graduates from the University of Michigan, but Jamie's wearing green tonight, so it's okay. In addition, I'd like to acknowledge the careers and accomplishments and contributions of my fellow inductees. To be included in the same company of such great athletes, coaches, and individuals is in itself a great honor. I'd also like to recognize several individuals that played a very important role in my MSU experience. My swimming coach, Joan Barch, who made swimming fun for me again. Kappa Alpha Theta and all my sorority sisters, some which are here tonight, that provided a family away from home, as well as friendship, support, and a warm and friendly atmosphere. The support and friendship was truly heartfelt and very welcomed from one so far away from home in California. When I arrived in MSU in 1969, I found it interesting that the most frequently asked questions of me had nothing to do with athletics, but everything to do about California. Why would you leave California for Michigan? Have you been to Disneyland? And most importantly, do you know how to surf? I want to be clear about this. I was, and still am, deathly afraid of the ocean. There's no black line, you can't see the bottom, and there's living things in there. I want to acknowledge Terry Fossum, one of my sorority sisters, who is a very special friend. And although we may not talk all the time, when we do, it's like we've never been apart. I especially remember her friendship and the laughter we shared on date nights, because we had no dates. Looking back at my educational experience at MSU, it is obvious that it provided me with the knowledge and confidence to be very successful in my chosen profession. Since athletics had played such an important role in my life, it was an obvious decision to follow a career in physical education, or so I thought. Little did I know the direction my life would take. The PE education I received at MSU was an eye-opening experience for me. I spent very little time in my youth playing other sports. My time was spent swimming. Upon arriving at MSU, though I was a world-class athlete, I suddenly found participating in all those other sports difficult. It quickly became obvious that I would struggle with the activities and various sports classes. I would like to thank all the professors, the TAs, and all the other individuals in my classes that were actually coordinated, could dribble a basketball, spike a volleyball, throw a baseball, with helping to cover up all my weaknesses. I kept waiting for the aquatic classes so I could show my strengths. But to me, at the time, there was obvious lack of these classes. Not being the best, struggling to compete with my peers, not feeling confident, dealing with activities and situations in which was virtually impossible for me to be the best, was a new and shocking experience for me. I had to accept the fact that if I wasn't in the pool, it was going to be a struggle. There is an important connection between one's athletic experience, one's educational experience, and one's chosen profession. Obviously, the importance of commitment, self-discipline, goals, mental toughness, high standards, work ethic, and confidence play a role. In my case, the MSU experience in PE and in education provided the knowledge and experience of how to teach and so much more. It gave me the experience to relate to individuals that were not capable of being the best, individuals that have been told their entire lives they are worthless, unwanted, or not smart. The MSU experience also gave me the ability to successfully deal with individuals that were not as highly motivated or successful as I was. Ultimately, this experience gave me the confidence to do the important work to which I dedicated my life, working with and educating teenage moms. The knowledge, experience, and confidence gained through my education provided the opportunity to create and run one of the highest top-rated programs in the state of California. In working with mothers ranging from ages 12 to 20, I realized that these girls faced some of the same situations that I did upon arriving at MSU, but on a far greater scale. These girls must cope with self-esteem issues, not being the best, pressures of blending in, acceptance by peers, am I smart enough, motivation, influence of gangs and gang initiations, and the incredible uncertainties in their lives that they face multiple times every day. And on top of all this, taking care of a baby and all that entails. Situations which I had not been exposed to until arriving at MSU. Michigan State provided me the knowledge, experience, and motivation to be very successful in working with these girls. I have always cherished my time at MSU and the knowledge, experience, and friendships that it provided. And in closing, I'd like to thank Little Giant for the greatest football game I have ever seen. Again, thank you for this great honor, and go Green.